him to see the mothers who were giving birth by the court, that he was in violation of the Constitution, that he forcefully entered into somebody's land, made it a dump site without any approval, Mr. Speaker. And that is why I'm here to say, members, giving him an opportunity, due process, hearing, thus violating the provisions of Articles 41, 47, Article 51 of the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, remember, even if you were to fire a CEC, CECs in other counties go to court and win the cases. I do not mess up with their reputation. I want to bring to your attention, Mr. Speaker, Engineer Eric Oech is a village boy who went to school, Kahaki Bay, Kapkeburu Primary, Kahaki Bay, as a young man who had ambitions. Now, firing him with a phrase, let us act, you know, with a lot of feelings to the many who've gone through the hard times through the leadership of this governor. Number C, the governor has persistently intimidated, molested, harassed county officers who do not sing to his tune, leaving officers jittery and creating an atmosphere of fear, uncertainty, and despondency in the county, and thus creating toxic work environment. This violates the principal provisions of Section 11 and 13 of the Leadership and Integrity Act, which undermines the affidavit of Josiah Kiplagat-Kogo, sworn on 23rd September 2023, in support of the notice, KCA Exhibit number 17. Roman number 2, judgment of ELC petition number E001 of 2022, Josiah Kiplagat-Kogo versus the county government of Kericho. Number 9, we have the video clips. And Mr. Speaker, you've been able to see one. Mr. Speaker, it is important that the governor knows that on various dates ever since he was elected, his actions has brought us this far. Mr. Speaker, there is a clip there that we will get a clear on, where the governor admitted while they were installing the new managing director of Kewasco, where he admitted in public and in camera that in Londiani's case, funds were lost. I'm waiting to see his replying affidavit because it's confirmed in series. And you know, he claimed, I was still younger. Now that I've now known how to run the county. This is somebody who's confirmed his own wrongdoings. I want to urge the members, let us vote with conscience. We will save this county, and the county of government of Kericho will vindicate our actions in future and for the generations to come. To this, Mr. Speaker, I beg to move the motion. And the second of the motion is Honorable Vincent Korir, the MCA representing Londiani Ward. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. All right, thank you, the Honorable Kiprotich. Before Honorable Vincent Korir takes to the floor, is the Deputy Speaker in? First panelist.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to second the motion. And before I second the motion, states gives this House mandate and authority to act wherever there is abuse of office, whenever there is here about the issues of fictitious payments. I, representing the people of Londiani, I will not get, they are supposed to get fair share of their resources and the revenue and taxes that we are appropriating in this House. For a public officer, you would be disqualified. You will still be prosecuted and the assets should be recovered. That is what the law says. Mr. Speaker, on the issue of leadership, it is not just a constitutional requirement. It is a test of a character of a person. And our silence in this House, Mr. Speaker, will not absolve us. The people are watching, history will judge us, and if money was stolen, then it means there is a hospital that is lacking drugs, There is a road that is not been repaired, and there is a Mambombo have the reports on Londiani accident. Because I saw in the clips played by my colleague here, where the governor was praising the committee and giving them good names, and later when the facts came out, the names of the committees changed to other names, name calling. We want to believe that in this house we want to see facts. Mr. Speaker, on the fictitious payments, the 85 million, I'm very sad, because a contractor was paid way in advance before even the services are delivered. Where on earth can someone do this? When we have genuine contractors who have done excellent job and they have never been paid for a very long period of time, they are still waiting to be paid. And I want to thank the whistleblower, because if the whistleblower could not have mentioned all this, and we took the right step of investigating, looking at the documents, and it was done in public, maybe between the governor and the MCA. But we have to put you in check and balance, and it is our role. It is not anything to do with politics. It is not anything to do with personal differences. But I'm doing my mandate as the area member of council so that it can be appear that work was going on. Yet there was nothing going on. Money already was paid long. Assume that if they have some political support or small support, then it is their way to continue with corruption. We will never allow that. Mr. Speaker, when you talk of the issue of dismissed 10 CECs, 6 CEOs, 2 chiefs of staff, then my question is it coincidence? It cannot be coincidence, Mr. Speaker, sir. This alone. And I want to actually speak to the governor that when there are rats in your store, and the rats are raiding your maize that you have harvested for your children, you don't call people to come and burn the store, plus the maize and the rats. You kill the rat, and you remain with the store and the maize. Mr. Speaker, you see, but the saddest of all is when the fundraising was done, we knew that if you can look at the details, I remember those people who are in the committee. If you can go into the details, then it is shocking, because some of the finer details could not even match. Some of the expenditures could not tally. The officers who are called here to come and answer the questions, some could even cry, and even they wanted to be seen in camera because there were issues that were being done behind the camera. Mr. Speaker, in this house, as the assembly, we must, I submit, I second, Mr. Speaker, I would like to urge this house that today, having convened today to
Honorable Mutai by impeachment, by Honorable Kiprotich. Big grounds of motion are organized thematically and binds all persons and state organs at both levels of government. Article 10 of the Constitution, Section 3 and 16 of the Leadership and Integrity Act, for all decisions made in exercise of the good of the county, Number 8, Article 181 of the Constitution, Section 33 of the County Government Act, and Standing Order Number 70 and 70A of Standing Orders of the County Assembly of Kericho, provides for the impeachment of the governor on grounds of gross violation of Constitution, gross violation of other written laws, where there are serious reasons for believing that the county governor has committed a crime under national or international law, gross misconduct, and abuse of office. Number 9, Articles 201, 205, and 207 of the Constitution forms a constitutional basis that guide the counties in raising and utilization of public finances. In particular, Article 207 establishes the County Revenue Fund and clearly stipulates that money shall not be withdrawn from the Revenue Fund unless the Controller of Budget has approved. Number 10, Section 33 of the County Government Act obligates the governor to provide leadership in county governance, be accountable for the management and use of county resources, and to promote, amongst others, good governance and competitiveness of the county. Number 11, the governor has in various instances failed to take charge and rein on the rot corruption and unethical practices in the county. Instead, the governor has deliberately aided, abetted, condoned, and encouraged the misuse, misappropriation, misallocation, wanton theft, and pilferage of county finances. Number 12, the governor has in multiple occasions directly and indirectly engaged in acts and conduct which severally and collectively constitute gross violation of Constitution, gross violation of other written laws, gross misconduct, and abuse of office. By his acts and conduct of office, and even the Constitution itself, the significant effects of the conduct, i.e. undermining the misappropriation and misallocation of county finances. On various occasions since his election as a governor and subsequent assumption of office, the governor has engaged in various acts of gross violation of Article 10, 183, and 201 of the Constitution, Section 102 and 109 of the Public Finance Management Act. Goods not delivered, including soya beans, from companies. No tender opening committees were formed contrary to Section 78 of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act 2015, as read together with Regulation 25 of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Regulations 2020. Similarly, there were no professional opinions done to the accounting officers contrary to Section 84 of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act of 2015. 3. There was deliberate circumvention of competitive tendering of the same goods, services, and no market survey was conducted as required under Regulation 43.4 of the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal. The ad hoc committee on alleged fictitious paid 5th August 2020 services to the county have failed to do so as required by the law. E. There was an intention to defraud the county and violation of the Constitution 2010, Public Finance Management Act 2012, County Government Act 2012, Leadership and Integrity Act, the Powers and Privileges County Assemblies Act, the Public Procurement and Asset Disposal Act 2015. Under Article 179 of the Constitution and Section 33F of the County Government Act 2012, the governor has the overall responsibility of being accountable for the management and use of county resources. 10. It is a matter of public notoriety that when the whistle was blown on this fictitious payment, the governor has violated the provisions of Article 10, 183, 201, 207, and 208 of the Constitution, and Section 48 and 159 of the Public Finance Management Act 2012, and Section 33F of the County Government Act 2012 by aiding, abetting, condoning, and or overseeing the massive looting, pilferage, misappropriation, and misallocation of NAF CDP funds amounting to over Kenya shillings 351 million as at 10th June 2025. 12. From the report of the Committee of Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries, Cooperative Management, Tourism and Wildlife on the implementation status of the National Agriculture Value Chain Development Project, NAF CDP, in Kericho County, tabled in the County Assembly on 6th August 2025, of the 19 circles under the program, only 7 have ever received financial support since the Asset Disposal Act 2015, particularly Section 124, which obligates the procuring entity to select quality and cost-based selection QCBS method as the preferred method to be used to evaluate proposals. 14. The manner in which the few projects which were implemented were done show 4 reasons other those for which the fund was created by the donor. Evidence of this shall be availed at the hearing and consideration of the motion. Mover will be asked the Assembly to issue an order Article 195 2B of the Constitution, 179, 183, 201, 207, and 208 of the Constitution, and Section 102 and 107 of the Public Finance Management Act 2012, and Section 33F of the County Government Act 2012 by presiding over unfair, skewed, and nepotic distribution of projects under FLOCA funds, imprudent use, misappropriation, and misallocation of FLOCA fund as follows. A. Skewed and unfair distribution of projects under the fund with the governor's home ward, namely Chemau South Ward, alone getting projects worth Kenya shillings 21,701,590 shillings, while there are many other wards, not only in other sub-counties, but even in Bureti sub-county, which have received not a single project under the fund. This nepotically skewed distribution of projects under Joint Committee on Water and Sanitation, Environment, Energy, Forestry,